Hello, my name is Cher Grieving, and this is my introductory video for EDL 954. This first screen just shows some pictures that describe me pretty well. This is my family. My husband and I have 4 adult children. Our oldest daughter is working full-time. Our second daughter just graduated from Fort Hays in education and will be teaching in Hays next fall. Our son is also at Fort Hays studying communications, and our youngest daughter just graduated high school and will be at Fort Hays in the fall. So 3 of the 4 of our children graduated Fort Hays just like their parents did. My high school graduation was at Logan High School, Logan, Kansas. My undergrad degree was in education from Fort Hays. I then received my master's degree in special education from Kearney, and then back to Fort Hays for my building leadership endorsement and now my district leadership endorsement. This is the school where my husband and I and our 4 children have all graduated from, Logan High School in Logan, Kansas. It is also where I've spent my last 24 years at as an educator and coach and athletic director. I've worn several hats while at Logan. I started out as an elementary music teacher for 10 years. I continued on for the next 14 years as a special education teacher, along with some general education duties in junior high as science and social studies teacher. I coached volleyball and basketball at the junior high level, and for the past 5 years I was also the athletic director. I have recently resigned my positions at Logan. I guess I should say that after 24 years, I am done in Logan, and I will be assuming a position as an assistant director of special education at North Central Kansas Special Ed Co-op in Phillipsburg, Kansas. My experiences in leadership have led me to administration, and these are just some of the various experiences that I've had with leadership along the way. I want to be an administrator because I have a strong passion for students and their families. I could touch and reach out to my students and the students in my classroom. However, I just want to be able to help however I can with all of the families of our community. As an assistant director of special ed in Phillipsburg, we serve 11 school districts. So I've added to my caseload, so to speak, of the number of students and their families in which I will now be able to serve and assist. I've also, just with my experience in teaching, it has led me to become an administrator. And then I was also the person in the room that just had something to offer, wanted to speak, wanted to tell my story, wanted to offer advice, suggestions, just listen. So I told myself that I needed to become that person, and most of the time the person at the front of the room leading the group and listening to the group was the administrator. My short-term goals will be to work as an assistant director of NCK SEC. I will continue to support my family, my 4 adult children, and also my husband, who works on our generational farm that's been in the family for over 100 years in Prairie View, Kansas, and then continue to support my community and the youth and their families while serving my church and my 4-H clubs. My long-term goals will be to receive my endorsement in district leadership and eventually assume the position of director of special education in Phillipsburg. That probably might not be too far away if everything works out right, as the director plans to retire within the next couple of years. I will also continue to make all efforts that I can to assist and provide support for those that I work with along the way. I chose education because I've had some very influential teachers and coaches in my life while growing up. I also have had some valuable experiences with youth while growing up. Those younger than me by teaching swimming lessons, vacation Bible school, assisting with sports camps and whatnot. It kind of led me to choose the path of education. I feel like my greatest accomplishment so far has been my 24 years as an educator in the same high school in which I graduated. It's been nice to give back to the community and to those families. And then my second daughter becoming a teacher, I feel like, is an accomplishment that I have maybe inspired her to do what I have done for so many years. And then just watching the students with disabilities that I have led receive their diplomas at graduation time. There's no better rewarding experience than watching the students succeed and celebrate in their successes, and also being with their families at that time as well. I feel like I can make a difference by listening and communicating. Within my past several years of leading, maybe serving in some leadership roles, I've really learned it's not what you know. It's about listening. It's about communicating. You don't have to have the answers. A lot of times, people will appreciate you if you just listen, and if you communicate well with them, encourage them, love, serve, and care. Those are kind of some attributes that I feel like I need to have and to grow in order to make a difference. My knowledge in finance is very little. I'm just now getting into, I've been doing the position of assistant director here for a couple of months. They brought me on board a little bit early for some mentorship, and I'm just now getting into some proposed budgets, um, talking to superintendents about district assessments, completing applications through KSDE and whatnot. So I'm just getting exposed. I know very little. What I want from this class is just more exposure. I know I'm not going to learn it all. I know that I'm going to require a lot of mentoring in this area of administration. And so I'm eager and willing and looking forward to learning more from all of you as well. Thank you.